Hey, what's up everybody? It's Yukivexxs here, back with another video. We just had to take a fat fucking rip of the dabs before we started this one off, you know what I mean? You probably just saw by the, title of this video, talking about my very first time smoking weed, and I actually want to get down into the nitty-gritty and the meat of it. I really want to talk about it, and really get into it this time. If you do like this video, leave it a like, subscribe, and comment. If you dislike. Check out my Instagram and my Twitch down in the description. Been trying to go live on that a bit more, even though bitrate's kind of shit, not gonna lie. But you can find those at Instagram.com/Yukivexxs and Twitch.tv.Yukivexxs. That's Yukivexxs for both sites. Follow me on there, and that would be greatly appreciated. Out of the way, we're gonna get into the video. Okay, so this story time started about in 2018. Yeah, it was a little while ago. But 2018, I was quite the young lad, wasn't it, you know? And holy shit. And it was around summertime of 2018, so at the time, you know, my aunt, during the summer, she was, working at her office, so she had to go to the office all day, so she wasn't at home, you know, so I was kind of home alone. Well, not really, I had my cousin there, he was living with us, but I would, go up, and I would see my, my older cousin, who was living, with my great-grandma at the time, above us, but that's about as deep as I'm gonna go with that. So, you know, to start the morning off, I get woken up by my aunt. She tells me everything I need to do that day, and gets out, has to go to work. I just fall back asleep. I wake up an hour or two later. I check in with my cousin, see what he's doing, everything's alright, make sure he's gonna get everything done for today. And, I check my phone, and I got a text from my older cousin. We're gonna call him, Mike. Yeah, we're gonna call him Mike. So Mike texts me, and he's like, yo, come up, I got something for you, and I'm like, okay, I wonder what it is. You know, I think we're just gonna, you know, probably play some games or something, watch him get high, whatever. Nothing much. And, I go up there, because I didn't have really much of anything else to do that day, you know? It was kind of a boring day before that. I'd never had anything planned. Nothing was really worked out for that day. I get dressed, I get me a little something to eat. I'm not sure what I ate that day for breakfast. I probably made, like, some fucking omelet or something. I know I was, like, super big into omelets. I still am, like, I love a good fucking omelet. But, like, I was super big into omelets back then, like, fucking crazy. It was wild. It was fucking bonkers, I'll tell you right now. But, you know, I ate my, breakfast, I had my clothes on, and I made my way up, and I get up there, and I'm like, so what are we doing? You know, I'm sitting in his truck, because that's where he was. So I get into the passenger side of his big, red, fucking, nasty-ass truck, and, he's, like, telling me, you know, I got some weed, and I'm gonna let you smoke, right? And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, oh my god, yeah. Holy shit. Holy fuck. It's fucking time, dude. We're gonna fucking do it. We're gonna get high today. Oh my god. I was so fucking ecstatic about it. But, he's like, but you gotta do something first for it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, what do I gotta do? I'll do it. Whatever, I don't give a fuck. I'll do it. Let's do it. Let's do something. And, he tells me, I need you to go into grandma's and grab an apple. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, so I'm getting out of the truck, going to go grab this apple, and he's like, also get a pencil. And so I'm like, what the fuck, what? I think he's fucking playing me for a fool. But I'm gonna do it anyways, because I want to get stoned, and I've never been high. So I wanted to get high. So I'm like, Grandma, I need an apple. And then I go grab an apple, and I go into her little office room, and I get a pencil. She didn't really use the office as an office too much. She's a little too old now. But, yeah. I get that, come back out. and he starts twisting it, pulls the stem off of the apple, shoves the fucking pencil into the top of the apple, twists it and shoves it in the side, twists it, blows it, and he made an apple pipe basically to smoke weed out of. And I didn't know that at the time, but I've quickly understood what the fuck it was when we started smoking and shit. But we sat in his car, just kind of hotboxing it in his truck. I mean, I probably hit the bowl like 2 or 3 times, and I got pretty stoned. I'd say, I was sitting there at the time. My iPhone 7 was broken, so I didn't have any sort of phone like that. Like, I had It's not like I didn't have a phone. I had a phone he could like text me on, but that phone was honestly just like fucking Instagram and Messenger on my Xbox. Yeah. It wasn't a phone. I'm just stoned. It was like Xbox and shit, but like he showed me that I could get it on that way until I could get a phone. But I was like so young I couldn't work yet, so no point. But anyways, he gets me pretty fucking stoned off of it, and I'm sitting there with nothing to fucking do, nothing to play with, nothing to watch, and I just start going like this, just wrapping my knuckles kinda softly, caressing his window of the truck in the passenger seat. And I probably looked fucking goofier than shit doing it, honestly. But he was sitting there watching those Snapchat stories, so I had nothing to do. And I was just fucking blazed, man. I was chilling, loving it. And, I just started really just getting high from then on out. But, after this little session of me sitting there, blazed out of my mind, floored to the fucking ground, he's like, here, I'll give you a little bit more. So he gives me, like, probably, like, 0.8 of a gram, honestly. It wasn't a lot. And, I thought it was, like, the coolest fucking thing ever. So, if you've watched, my last story time, you'll know about my friend, we call him Nick, where I did the knife hits at. This was way before that. He lived in a different house at the time, right next to us. So he had 2 houses that he lived in right next to us both. But anyways, he was in the bigger place at that time, and I remember it was me and him, and we were like, and I was like, hey, dude, I finally got some fucking pot for us to smoke. You wanna smoke it? And he's like, fuck yeah, I do, man. And sorry about that. I was at Nick's house. I was up with Nick, and we got a shower head. Like, the shower heads you can, like, it has the filter for the water to go through and all that, yeah. So we went into the woods with a lighter, some weed, and a shower, not a shower drain, a shower head, shower head. And we put the weed on the top of it. It was like a shower head nozzle thing. I don't know. And we were able to smoke the fucking weed that way. And I kind of just went home after that, pretty stoned, and I just kind of enjoyed the rest of the time then. That's the end of the story time, honestly. We'll wrap it up from there. Like I said before, like, subscribe, and comment. Dislike if you dislike. You can find me on Instagram and Twitch, Yukivexxs. And I am out.